If you've ever dealt with those painful itchy bumps after shaving or waxing, you're not alone. Ingrown hairs are frustrating, not fun to look at, and sometimes even lead to scarring. But why do they happen? And more importantly, how can you stop them from forming in the first place? Today we're diving into the science of pseudofolliculitis, aka ingrown hairs, and 8 of the most effective ways to prevent them. Plus I'll share a 5-step method to address those stubborn ingrowns that just won't go away, so let's get started. Also real quick guys, before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you hit the thumbs up button down below, and if you enjoy the content, subscribe and turn the bell on to stay up to date with new weekly videos. And if you know anybody who gets a lot of ingrown hairs, go ahead and send them this video now. Ingrown hairs can occur anywhere, but can particularly be irritating if there's somewhere like a sensitive area like the bikini line, and it's a condition where a hair curls back or grows sideways into the skin. When this happens, it triggers inflammation leading to red itchy bumps, sometimes filled with pus, that look like this, either as a papule or pustule. Basically anything that causes the hair to be broken off unevenly with a sharp tip can cause ingrown hairs. It is also noted that people who have naturally curlier hair types will experience them more frequently as well. Let me show you a clip of what I think is the gnarliest ingrown hair I've ever seen.
We are doing some extractions on the cheek here. This individual has some ingrown hairs and a large dilated follicle. So this is mostly an impacted hair follicle, and no gloves, don't love that. Probably not a sterile needle. This looks like a sewing needle. So 0 for 2 so far, but this is a large sinus tract under the skin, just filled with ingrown hair. Ultimately, professional treatment would cause this to go away and not come back, so don't recommend the home treatment.
Let me know down below if that was insane. What's really frustrating about them is sometimes, depending on how bad it is, it will leave behind post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in that area, which can be really bothersome for some folks, especially if it's on the chin, face, or bikini area. Sometimes, although less frequently, it can lead to keloid scarring too. So if you're prone to ingrown hairs and you were hopefully able to stomach that video and are still with me, I'm going to share with you 8 of the most scientifically research-backed tips to prevent them from forming, which can hopefully be useful to you guys, starting with the first one being exfoliate. Before shaving, go ahead and exfoliate. This gets rid of the excess skin cells which can trap the sharp tips of shaved hairs and cause them to curl inwards as they regrow. Exfoliation also reduces the risk of strawberry skin while the hair is growing. A good one, guys, that is actually tailored for ingrown hairs is the First Aid Beauty Ingrown Hair Pads for sensitive skin that has AHA and BHA, which you can pick up in the description below. A lot of people like using them after they shave in the shower too, which can also be effective. Secondly, when you do shave, use a sharp razor blade, preferably a single razor. Believe it or not, it doesn't take long for your razor to become blunt, and chances are you're probably using a blunt razor right now. This means you'll need to pass it across the skin more times to achieve the same close shave, which isn't ideal. So the less you do it, the better. Dermatologists actually recommend replacing your razor blade every 5 to 7 shaves to prevent micro tears and irritation that can lead to ingrowns. And of course, the more blades you have on your razor, the more potential for more ingrown hairs. Thirdly, avoid dry shaving at all costs. This is one of the main reasons why ingrown hairs develop. So always use some type of shaving foam or gel, and when you do, let it soak in and soften the hairs for 3 minutes before you start the shave. This can make a huge difference just by letting the hair soak in. Number 4, rinse between each shaving stroke. This is going to help remove debris from the blade and allow it to pass more smoothly. Fifth thing you want to do is shave in the direction of the hair growth. You do get a closer shave if you go against the grain, but then your odds of ingrown hairs go up. The sixth thing is don't stretch the skin. You do get a closer shave with that too, but once again, it makes getting an ingrown hair more likely. And number 7, after you've shaved, hold a cool wet cloth to the area for 15 seconds. This will help to reduce any irritation caused by shaving. And lastly, number 8, moisturize afterwards. This will help reduce any irritation that might contribute to the ingrown hairs. Also, a common mistake I see people making all the time is wearing tight clothing right after they shave. This can cause friction, pushing the hair back into the skin, especially in the areas like the bikini line and thighs. So always wear something loose or breathable, or like a breathable fabric, which allows the skin to heal properly after shaving or waxing. Waxing can also lead to folliculitis, which I can discuss in another video if you like. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to go that way. Doing those 8 or 9 things alone are going to make a tremendous difference when it comes to not getting ingrown hairs anymore. But what if you have one right now? What do you do about it? There are 5 steps I want you to pay close attention to. Step 1, apply a warm compress. So soak a clean washcloth in warm water and press it on the area for 10 minutes. This softens the skin and helps bring the trapped hair closer to the surface, which is what you want. You don't want it to grow horizontally, and if the hair becomes visible, you can move on to step 2. If the hair isn't visible yet, then go to step 3. But if the hair is visible, step 2 would be to use sterilized tweezers to gently lift the trapped hair out of the skin. Make sure you do not dig into the skin or force the hair out. This can cause infection and scarring. Step 3, if you aren't able to get the hair out, use the AHA BHA pads, and you want to be using these acids 1 to 2 times per day. I left you some I like in the description box should you wish to go with these ones. You could also use an exfoliating glove to help the hair break through the skin naturally. Step 4, if there is redness and swelling, you could use a hydrocortisone cream to soothe the inflammation, tea tree oil to fight the germs, and aloe vera to promote healing. And lastly, step 5, keep the area moisturized with a non-comedogenic moisturizer like one with aloe or shea butter. Doing all these things might still not be enough though for some folks. It seems like every time they shave, they get them. So if you chronically get ingrown hairs, you want to use laser treatment or electrolysis to prevent the hair growth from occurring, but this is usually a last resort option. If you have any tips and tricks for ingrown hairs yourself, I would love to read them down below. Go ahead and share this video if you know someone who can benefit from it. And if you found this video helpful, guys, hit the subscribe button. And until then, check this video out on vertical and horizontal nail ridges, and I'll see you on the next one.